Hello everyone, good afternoon. My name is Chang Feng and I'm from DiMaggio Mountain, a monastery in Taiwan. Today is the second time I told in BBC. Yeah. So I want to introduce a concept called spiritual environmentalism, which is also proposed by my teacher, Master Shen Yan, the founder of DiMaggio Mountain. The vision of DiMaggio Mountain is to uplift the character of humanity and build a pure land on earth. When we learn Buddha Dharma, we all know that the world we live now is unsafe, full of all kinds of illness, war, fight, disaster. And we wish we can reborn in the pure lands that Buddhas built up, like Amitabha Buddha's Western Pure Land. But how about to live in the Pure Land here, right now, in this life? So I will introduce a practical method to build a pure land on earth. It is through spiritual environmentalism. Master Shen Yan proposed the concept of spiritual environmentalism in 1992. At that time, people began to recognize the importance of environmentalism. However, most of the people are concerned about how to protect the external surroundings, like how to reduce the pollutions. But they forgot the pollution made from the human's greed. We need a solution to reduce humans' greed and bad conducts. That is, to purify our minds, the internal surroundings. All the Buddhist sutras serve the purpose of spiritual environmentalism. However, specifically the Vimalakirti Sutra. Do you know that? Okay. It demonstrates the point very well. It states that if the mind is pure, then the land is pure. And if sentient beings are pure, then the land is pure. That is to say, as long as our minds are pure and undefiled, the world we perceive will be pure and undefiled. Those who see the world as pure can therefore influence others to also see the world as pure. That is, purification of the mind comes first, and then purification of sentient beings will be realized, and which in turn will lead to the purification of this world. In other words, if we as human beings have purified our minds, that is, once our minds are pure, then our lives will be pure. Because our bodies and lives are directed by our minds. Since the mind guides our life, our lifestyle will then be directed by our minds. So a pure mind will then lead to a pure life, which will in turn influence other people to live pure lives too. And this is seen from the level of influence exercise. For me, in DiMaggio Mountain, we practice Buddha Dharma, and for me, that is my pure land. Because when I stay in DiMaggio Mountain, I feel calm, my mind is stable, and every day they create the constructive conditions. Oh, okay. I don't know if you feel like you are in a pure land in the Sravasti Abbey. Do you? And for me, when I stay here, I feel like I live in the Pure Land. Because vulnerable children, she had practiced Dharma for a very long time. And she find this place to build the Abbey can let more people come to learn Buddha Dharma. And she also built a very good system and Sangha community. Like we have the daily monastic schedule, we have teaching, offering service, and we live in a simple way. And here, I also see we protect the natural surroundings, and we eat healthy to protect the earth. So I think it is also Pure Land here. What if our minds are pure and our own lives are pure, but other people are still impure and troubled? What if other people still argue with us or cause us trouble? Does it mean our purity is compromised? In situations like that, we must remain unmoved. That is, even though the environment is not pure, or the people surrounding us still lack purity, and are afflicted by their own suffering, we will not be influenced by them. Is that possible? Yes, it is. We only need to regularly look at ourselves inwardly. For instance, it takes two to start a fight. In other words, it is impossible to clap with one hand. So one hand alone cannot make any noise. One hand cannot clap. Clapping requires two hands coming together. So for a quarrel to take place, at least two people must be involved. So if we don't want to quarrel, if we know that quarreling is actually pointless and cannot solve problems, and if we don't react when somebody is picking a fight with us, then by not reacting, a quarrel will never stop. That way, at least, we'll reduce the impact the impure environment has on us. Then, in a sense, the environment is pure for yourself. As long as our minds are pure, even though we live in this everyday world, turmoil, even though we live amid disturbances, we won't be adversely affected. We won't be influenced by the impurity. That way, in the turmoil of the everyday world, some may suffer greatly while others may devote their lives to Buddhism in order to deliver sentient beings. And the latter kind of people suffer less because their focus is on helping people in pain to overcome their difficulties and to solve their problems. Though still in the midst of suffering, they won't agonize over it. And that is the meaning of spiritual environmentalism. Do you know that the Shakyamuni Buddha, in his past lives, he has many past lives. He reborn not a human being. He reborn as a like deer, a monkey, or even the hell ram. So, but if even he reborn in the hell ram, he still focused on how to help other sentient beings in the hell realm, so he won't feel suffer. And life by life, he just generate his bodhicitta more stronger. Yeah. So for Buddha, everywhere is his pure land, even in the hell realm. And through spiritual environmentalism, we have the means to protect ourselves from hurt. which doesn't guarantee that others won't try to hurt us. Rather, we won't be hurt or affected by the environment. So spiritual environmentalism should start by instilling the right concepts. However, concepts alone don't guarantee success. We still need to develop it. Develop our spirituality through spiritual practice. Like when we stay here, I learn Lam Rim every evening, every morning meditation and evening meditation. And I learn how to contemplate in important Buddhism concept. Like the first is mind is the source of happiness and pain. For me, I feel it is really like the topic I taught today. And then we contemplate like what is karma and the 10 constructive actions and transforming the attachment, emptiness, love, compassion. This all the concept is tell us how to transform our mind in a better way. And then we have a meditation method to stable our mind, calm our mind, so that we can see things more clear. After the meditation time, we extend it into our daily life. Like we go to work, we have offering services, and we eat, and we try to build good relationship with others in this community. So it's like we make our mind calm first, build a pure land in our mind, and then we practice it in our daily life. So you can create a pure land in the surroundings, like your community and your family and your co-workers, and then you can extend it more far, like a country, a world, the earth. So this is the topic I introduced today through spiritual environmentalism. May we all can uplift our characters and build a pure land on earth here right now. Thank you.